What's going on, you guys? Blackosaurus 217 coming back at you with another Pokemon Go video. Now, we're going to be basically talking about the new raid system, the new gym system that they put in place, because it's pretty frustrating. Now, we're going to be catching Pokemon while I talk about, the experience that I'm having with it. But, yeah, let's get into it. Now, earlier today, me and my son were down and we went up against a gym. It was level 2, so it was a Weezing. Now, as we all know, level 1 and 2 raids, you can basically solo, which means you can go in by yourself and basically take down a raid boss, no problem. I've done it already. I'm sure everybody else has done it already. Level 3 and level 4 raids, I don't think there's any possible way that you can go into a raid that is level 3 and 4 and you can actually win. I know I've tried and it hasn't happened. But you have to understand, I would have never thought of going into a level 3 and 4 raid alone if the system was different. Now, what I mean by that is the new gym system is great, but there should be a way that before you use your raid pass, I understand you get 1 free raid pass a day, which is great. But if you get a free raid pass, you're going to want to use that raid pass on level 3 and level 4 raid. Now, that's just me. But, like I said, there was a level 3 raid in my neighborhood. Now, let me just tell you that in my neighborhood, in my town, there's only 2 gyms. So, I only get a chance for 2 raids a day because the one gym in my neighborhood, I haven't been able to see if there was a raid yet because it's on the other side of my town. Now, the gym that everybody, sees me go to basically every day, there's been 2 raids a day. Now, earlier was a level 2. Me and my son came down. We basically went through that really easy. Beat it, caught the Weezing, everything. Now, the later one was a level 3 gym, and it was Vaporeon. So I came down expecting there to be people down, or maybe some spoofers out that could help me with the raid, and no one showed up. But I didn't understand that no one showed up until you spend your raid pass. Now, they really, should try and fix that. And the only reason why I say that is because I had my raid pass. Now, if I knew that I was going to be the only one on a level 3 raid, I'm not going to spend that raid pass. I'm going to save it until there's other people around that I know I have a chance to, basically, beat the raid boss. I'm not going to waste a raid pass on a level 3 raid when I know I'm going to lose if I'm by myself. Yeah, it makes no sense. No one wants to go into a battle and lose. So, there should be some kind of system in place to the point where when you get to the gym, there should be a lobby where you can go into a lobby and basically see if anyone else is there, to battle. If there's anyone else there to battle, you already have a clear mind. Okay, I'm here by myself. I'm not going to use my raid pass. I'm not. Because you're going to get beat. You know there's no way you're beating a level 3 or level 4 raid by yourself. So, if there's a lobby, that it basically gives you an option of whether you want to, if you want to go in there solo and try to do it, that's fine. That's great. But most people aren't going to want to do that. Now, that was the problem that I had earlier. I came down by myself. I said to myself, maybe, oh my God, this Yanma. I said to myself, maybe, maybe, just maybe, there'll be a spoofer or a couple spoofers down or something. Or maybe there'll be some people down. It's a level 3 raid, So I came down. But that's the problem. I came down and I expected, like I said, I expected there to be people. So I said, okay, I'm going to use my raid pass. And I went in and turned out that I was by myself. So basically, I wasted a raid pass. I gave it 2-3 shots and I lost each time. So as frustrated as I was, I left. There was still 30 minutes left, but there was no one around. So I already knew that no one was going to show up, because usually at a raid, everybody, because they give you what? An hour and a half. Most times an hour and a half, 2 hours before the raid even starts. So, I already said, I'm like, okay, I even put it on Facebook. I'm gonna be down, at the boardwalk. Raid starts at 5:30. Anybody who wants in, come meet me down. So no one showed up. I didn't see anybody around. So I was hoping that there would be people, showing up, because I showed up about 10 minutes early, and of course, no one showed up. So I ended up wasting a raid pass for no reason. But like I said, if there was a lobby where, when you get down to a raid, if there's a lobby where you can go into and you can see if there's people there with you, okay, you say, yeah, there's 5-6 people, we got this. Then you use your raid pass, and it's great. You beat it, and it's good. But since there's no lobby, you're going in blind every time. Every time you're going to go into a raid blind and hope that there's people there. And it's just, I don't think that's fair at all. Because if you live in a rural neighborhood, rural area, where you don't have many Pokestops, many gyms, this raid system is going to get, really frustrating for rural. Because, if you live in a big town, you live in a big place, Los Angeles, you live in California, where there's, you press on that button and there's 8-10 raids going on at one time. This way, you have a choice. There's going to be people at these raids. If there's not people there's going to be spoofers there. But you're going to have help. You're very rarely in a big town, big place, you're going to barely go into a raid alone. So, that's another one of the advantages between living in, a big place and living in a rural place. It stinks. It really does. Because, everybody wants to play. It's a great game. Everybody wants to play the game. But it's not as fun. This raid system is great. The new system is great, but it's not going to be any fun for rural players where there's not a lot of action going on, where there's one raid going on every couple hours. So I just, I know I'm rambling on because I'm frustrated, but it was just really frustrating to go into a level 3. Like I said, I would have never done it if I knew that I was going to be going in alone. And I don't know, I wasted my raid pass when I would have never wasted it. If there was a lobby to the point where I was in a lobby before I joined and I was by myself, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go into a level 3 by myself, knowing I'm going to lose. So, if anybody else feels the same way as I do, leave it down in the comments, because I know I can't be the only one that feel this way about this the new system. So yeah, that was my experience, and that's just one of the solutions that I can think of, to make this better. Or, even if, okay, here's another option, and here's another option that I was thinking of. Level 1, and it doesn't have to. They can just try it for a trial period. Level 1 and level 2 raids should be free. That's what I say. If you're gonna give one raid pass a day, and not everybody has that kind of money to drop into the game, where you gotta spend 100 coins to get into a raid, and it's a level 1. Level 1 you can solo, level 2 you can solo. Make them free. Why should we waste our free raid pass on a level 1 or 2 raid? I'm gonna want to save my free raid pass for a 3 or 4, because like the TMs, the charge TM, the fast TMs drop at a better rate for higher raids. So level 3 and level 4 raids, you're gonna have a better chance of getting TMs. Level 1 raid, level 2 raids, yeah, they'll drop, but it's not as frequent as of a drop for the TMs. And the TMs are great. You can change your moves. So if you get Bite and Crunch, you can change that to something else. That's great. That's awesome. But like I said, they need to try it. At least try it to the point where level 1 and 2 raids are free, and level 3 and 4 you charge the 100 coins for a raid. I think that'll be great. But who cares what I think? I'm just basically rambling on, and I'm frustrated with my experience earlier. That's all. But like I said, those are my solutions. That's how I feel about the new raid system. The raid system is great if you live in a big town, if you live in a big place. That's the way I see it. But yeah, we're gonna catch this Eevee right here, and then I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this video after this Eevee. But I can't be the only one that feels this way. I'm pretty sure I'm not. So I don't know. Leave it in the comments. If you feel the same way, if you've had the same problem, if you experienced the same problem, let me know. I'd like to hear about it. But there goes the Eevee. Let's see. Tackle and dig. Let's look at the appraisal here. Not good. So we're going to transfer him out. Transfer. Alright guys, that's gonna be about wrap it up for this one. But yeah, I just wanted to vent, just wanted to ramble about the new system. I'm not putting the system down. Like I said, it's great, it just needs to be tweaked a little bit. So that's gonna be it guys. been your boy, Blackosaurus217, signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.